The foundation of all our modern, dazzling civilization is private property. Every single thing is built on top of this concept of private ownership. From the highest human achievements to our messy daily lives. Because private property is so powerful, it completely shaped the foundation of our sexual morals, and that foundation is called monogamy. People have always claimed that monogamy is the natural result of personal, romantic love. But this is a massive lie. Throughout history, monogamy has never had absolutely anything to do with true love. So, why did we invent it? As wealth began to grow, it concentrated into the hands of one person, the man. When a man accumulates wealth, he demands that his property be passed down strictly to his biological children, not to some stranger's kids. Producing a legitimate heir was the first, last, and absolutely only goal of marriage for hundreds of years. A wife had one simple job. She had to silently produce children with her assigned husband without asking any questions. The ancient Greeks, who first developed this system, publicly admitted that breeding heirs was the only purpose of marriage. They didn't view monogamy as the highest form of love or harmony. Instead, they called it a declaration of war between men and women. That had never been seen before in history. To make sure the heir was biologically his, the system demanded absolute purity from men and women before and after marriage. But here is the trick: while this was formally the law, it was only a heavy burden forced upon women. For men, across all eras, purity was just an empty slogan. They spoke about, but never actually practiced. Monogamy was built on economic conditions, solely for the benefit of men, resulting in the absolute domination of the husband and the oppression of the wife. The law demanded strict monogamy from women, just to guarantee the legitimate heir. Meanwhile, men were completely free to secretly or openly practice polygamy. Because men were the lawmakers, they branded a wife's infidelity as the ultimate crime, while placing only weak, primitive limits on their own desires. But you cannot fight human nature without nature taking its revenge. This revenge took the form of two unavoidable social structures: adultery and prostitution. Society and the church constantly brainwashed women from childhood that they could only share a bed with their husband. Yet, adultery happened anyway, proving that women successfully enacted their revenge across all nations and eras. Despite the threat of brutal, barbaric punishments, this rebellion never stopped. Prostitution was the exact same thing. No law could ever eliminate prostitutes, no matter how ruthlessly the government persecuted them. Prostitution actually grows alongside monogamy, acting as an unavoidable protective shield. The property system turned everything into a commodity, changing romance into a product you can buy, just like underwear. The ancient Cynic philosophers nailed it when they said that marriage is simply a contracting business, while prostitution is a rental business. So, beneath the flowers and the wedding cake, you are actually participating in history's most successful economic system.